ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the desert. But enough with the happy greetings, enough with the welcomes. We must all put our sad faces on because we have a woman here crying for all of us. She just set up the camera and is going to perform a beautiful theatrical act. We have Ampo here with a violin ready. And the video is titled, "If this isn't being in your 20s, then I don't know what is." Is that what being in your 20s is all about, guys? Just crying in your car? I don't know, it was 4,000 years ago, I don't remember. The raw side that nobody shows on social media, the feeling of not being wanted, not being good enough, wishing life was different and not so painful. Well, this woman, guys, making it look like she's in the trenches in the First World War, but in reality she just got left behind by that one char who never cared about her. But enough, guys, enjoy.
I'm so tired.
Okay, enough. Don't start with the music. Well, what would you rate this theatrical act? And I'll rate it a 5 out of 10. No tears, so it's fake crying. Not really. I don't know. I don't buy it. You know, I just don't buy it. If I go to a middle school theatrical act, I'll probably be more invested. So, not really great, but she still got the attention that she wanted. So don't worry about that. But now, gentlemen, let's move on to an interview that some dude who's really good at interviews does, and let's see how it goes.
What's your age?
I'm 23.
How tall are you?
6'1", probably 6'2" or 3 now.
What's dating like?
I would say it's a very small circle. There's not much.
Well, why is that the case?
Because my rule is 6'3" and above.
So you're limiting yourself because of how tall you are?
Yeah, unfortunately I am.
But why do that?
Because I've always felt like extremely tall and kind of bigger my whole life. And so I think when you're looking for a partner, you want somebody who can protect you. And under my height, I feel like I would be the protector, I guess, if that makes sense.
So if we were dating, you'd be protecting me because I'm shorter than you?
Yeah, pretty much. I don't know. I just want to feel like...
Do you think you're like stronger than me, or?
No, I don't think, no, because I know like with muscle, like obviously, yeah, no, but I just feel like if you have somebody taller than you, it's an immediate like, oh, I'm the protector.
Do you think those taller men want women who are your height, or do they want the shorter woman?
Honestly, I feel like they go for the shorter ones because you always see the very tall ones with very short ones.
Well, gentlemen, there you have it. And look, I don't even have a problem with a 6'1" woman wanting someone who is taller. Women just want taller men. When I have a problem is when like that one Latina who is 5'1" wants a 6 feet man. All throughout, gentlemen, women just want taller men, but not taller like, oh, I want him to be a bit taller. No, they want 6 and above. Alright, it's absolutely hilarious, guys. This is like the equivalent of men wanting a woman with certain body proportions, you know, like however inches, you know, around her chest, around her butt. If men start doing that, these women will go nuts. You know, oh, I can't control my breast size, but when men can't control the height, they don't care. They just don't care.
I feel like anytime I have a discussion about how I feel about being a woman who is rather muscular, it always like circles around how I feel about some men not finding me attractive. And that is, I just have never once considered that in how I feel about being muscular. All the demographics that I give a shit about love me. Almost only because I'm muscular. Little kids love me because I look like a damn superhero, and they want me to throw them in the air and hold them for extended periods of time, which I'm happy to do. And you'd think little old ladies would hate it because they didn't grow up in a generation where this would be considered beautiful, but little old ladies love me. They love me. Oh, you're so muscular. Would you help me carry this, that, and the third item? Oh, I love the way you look. You look so good. And those little old ladies have me blushing more than any man ever could. And my mother, holy shit, my mom likes me now because I got this industrial ass build that I can help out around the house. And every single one of my girlfriends loves the fact that I'm jacked. I'm pretty sure every single time one of them has gone on a date with a guy that goes to the gym, they always show them a picture or video of me. Like, oh, you can bench 225? Look, here's my friend. She benched 250. I'm I'm pretty damn convinced hate for muscular women is an internet thing because I have no real life experiences to support that I either look manly, ugly, or people don't like me because I'm muscular. It's such an internet thing.
Well, all right. Solution to your problem: go date those grannies or go date your mother. You know. Also, guys, I find it very childish when women compare to men. And notice how she says her female friends go to the gym and show pictures of her. Oh, this woman is stronger than you. Congratulations. You know? Like, what do you expect me to bend over and cry? Hey, what do you want me to do? Oh, she's stronger. All right. You know, if men compare to women, haha, I just beat you. That will be childish. But women do it all the time. And yes, it is childish. I don't understand why they do it. You find that one, you know, case where the opposite is true, that a woman is stronger than a man, and you cannot shut up about it. But gentlemen, all that aside, personally, I don't find jacked women attractive, but some guys do, or some guys don't mind. I don't necessarily think that they find it attractive, but some guys don't mind. If you want to go to the gym, congratulations, all good for you. What I don't understand is, why do you have to make a fuss about it? Again, guys, it's just men are not allowed to have standards. Women can go for the 6'3" man, and women can go for the guys who have a six-pack, but the who are, you know, in finance, blue eyes. But when a man has any sort of requisite, like, I don't like women with hair under their armpits. Oh, you are being misogynistic. That's part of the patriarchy. Men have unreasonable standards. Or when you don't want them to be built like a gorilla, again, yeah, that's also a problem. It's like, are we allowed to have any standards whatsoever? Overweight, same thing, right? And by the way, guys, now that I mentioned this one song, the Finance Trust Fund 6'5" Blue Eyes, I gotta say, gentlemen, I have blue eyes. I work in finance, to be honest with you. I'm not 6'5" though. Crap, I'm 6 feet. But I know, I mean, I'm immortal. Maybe throughout millennia I will grow some inches, you know. But when it comes to women, their standards keep increasing on a daily basis. So I think that even by the time, if I grow to be 6'5", their standards at that point will be like 7 feet too, you know. So it's a race that sadly I cannot win, but I was so close to being eligible to be dating, gentlemen.
Something I can't really seem to wrap my head around, and I know my friends experience it as well, is why does changing the platform change the dynamic of the conversation? That I do not understand. So you'll be speaking to someone on a dating app and it's going well, so naturally you want to progress it and start speaking on Instagram or WhatsApp or whatever. And then that's just it done. I know as soon as someone asks for my number on my Instagram, I just don't even bother anymore because I know that the conversation is over at that point. As soon as you switch platforms, it just changes everything and it's just dead. So I shan't be doing it anymore. I will die alone.
Well, guys, it's probably, to be honest with you, because the moment you share your TikTok or Instagram, they see something that they don't really like. And it's probably your dating history or videos of you whining or suggestive pictures or whatever not, right? But gentlemen, let's move on to our article story now, as we actually have 2 article stories because I found both interesting. So you let me know, guys, what you think. And also, quick update before we move on to them. I have my crappy technology fixed by next week. So thank you all, gentlemen, for enduring this long period of bad audio with me. Again, I'm really thankful that you stayed, even though the audio is not so good. But now, let's move on. This one is titled, "Nothing will get you further with women than being funny." You let me know what you think, guys. Take it from a guy that went down different rabbit holes, from getting into a very good shape to becoming fashionable and getting fancy cars. Each of those helped a little bit, maybe, but nothing worked as well as making them laugh. I think being funny comes from being confident, which in turn comes from having a lot of reps under your belt. Being funny doesn't come from being confident at all, at all. It's the furthest thing. Well, it's not the furthest thing, it's just not necessarily true. In fact, a lot of guys are funny while being nerdy or shy or socially awkward, so it has nothing to do with confidence. If you get those "didn't feel a spark, no chemistry, etc." texts after a first date, just means you were probably too nervous and talked about surface level things and bored her. I probably got those on the first 10 to 15 first dates I went on, but somewhere around the 50th, the nerves had fully settled in and I could be myself and develop that chemistry on the date. Having a good job, dressing well, looking good, etc. will get you dates, but what turns that first date into a second and third is being pleasant to be around. And you don't need to be going on dates to sharpen those skills. You can start it with your guy friends, then make some friends who are women, and the skill will transfer over to dating. Well, what do you think, gentlemen? Now, my opinion is, it's the funny thing is weird, because it's true that women value you being funny a lot. It goes a really long way with women, but at the same time, it's maybe especially when it comes to dating, it's not really that important. I mean, it is, but they will not choose you because you are funny. You know what I mean? And I'll give you an example, guys. I remember when I was back in high school, in my class, there were like 4 guys who were extremely funny, made the class constantly laugh. I was one of them, and I consider myself attractive, but when I was in high school, I was thin, I was not jacked, you know. So even though a lot of women will tell me that they found me attractive, or they will do this like, oh, who's the most attractive guy, and they will put me like in the top 3 in class, you know, but they never liked me, never made a move. Then there was this other guy who was a gypsy. He was overweight and he was extremely funny. Nobody liked him ever. All right. Then there was this one Latino guy who had glasses and had like this nerdy look. And again, he was extremely funny, but he was thin, not very attractive. Again, not a single woman liked him in the span of 4 years. And then, guys, the 4th individual who was funny was the athletic guy. All right, the outgoing, outwards person who is athletic and isn't shy and all that. Yeah, can you guys take a guess where all the women fled? Like every second woman on my class, you ask, who is the most attractive one? And they'll tell the athletic guy who wasn't that attractive. He wasn't, I mean, he was good looking, but not something special, you know what I mean? Guys, they all went for him. It's like being funny, yes, it's very good, and it's very, very good. It's very good, but no, it's not the first and most important thing. Women will not look you for that. You can be funny like a clown. They can still say that there was no chemistry if you are not tall enough or good looking enough. You know, so I think that being funny is overrated. Being funny used to be a thing, like maybe a century ago, you know, when women actually took the time to see your personality and evaluate you and all that. But nowadays, with the dating apps and all this fast food type dating, where they're just meeting like 7 people on a 3-day span, yeah, being funny doesn't cut it, is my opinion, guys. But what do you think? But now let's move on to another one. Girlfriend wants to break up in the future, says this guy. So too long didn't read. My 29-year-old male, no, excuse me, my 29-year-old male girlfriend, 27 female, and I have been dating for 2 months. We share many hobbies and traits, but differ on some key issues, like my jealousy and her need for independence. So I don't think that it's the problem of this guy's jealousy, but rather her quote-unquote need for independence, guys. Need for a big banana in between her thighs is what she needs, yeah? Tell me you want to choke on 4 wieners without telling me you want to choke on 4 wieners. Oh, a need for independence. Yeah, sure. She revealed she eventually wants alone time and will end our relationship regardless of how well it's going. Well, this woman walking into a relationship with 1 foot out the door already. Also, guys, just to be clear, I have no problem with people being more independent or inside the relationship wanting more time alone or some space. I absolutely understand that, and it's perfectly fine. But notice how this woman, for her, it's not about being in the relationship more independent. No, she needs her independence outside of the relationship, which of course just telegraphs to all of us that she really wants to sit on some big bananas from multiple men. I ended things because the idea of an inevitable breakup was too much for me. Now she says I'm the bad guy and insists things could have turned out differently. No, sorry, don't care. Don't care about your mental dramas and your mental schemes and stories, don't care. The moment you're playing stupid, the moment you make me feel like I'm walking on eggshells, bye girl. I'm not saying, oh, but things could have turned out, don't care, go F yourself. I need advice on how to process this before meeting her again to exchange belongings. What belongings, man? You are with this one for 2 months. What did you move? Did she move in with you already? What happened there? Feeling very, very vulnerable right now. So here he explains the story again. We share many similar hobbies and personality traits, outgoing, adventurous. At the same time, we are very different on others. I'm rather jealous, she isn't. Yeah, because she doesn't care. Being jealous is a natural occurrence when you care about someone, right? So if you don't take it to the extreme, it's actually a helpful tool and a very needed one. Last week over lunch, we were having an open-ended discussion around healthy relationships. One thing leads to another, and she reveals that sooner or later she still wants some alone time to have her own experiences, like long-term traveling and meeting new people. Or meeting new people, you know, like she's going to meet some elderly grandma to talk about tea. No, she wants to get pumped and dumped. She wants to go to a massive thing I cannot say on YouTube, gathering of people, if you know what I mean, and she wants to milk all the guys there. All right, it's absolutely disgusting, guys. I really hate this behavior of, it's like this urge, I just need it, you know, like a substance addict. Oh, I need to meet new people, in quotations. What she needs is a big load of guys. Of guys. When asked, she confirmed that our current relationship will end at some point when she feels like it, regardless of how well it's going. And then he's the toxic one for breaking it, you know? Her rationale, as if she has any. She doesn't have a rationale, she's stupid. Just enjoy the moment for what it is. We talked about this crap yesterday, the carpe diem. Oh, just enjoy the moment. Yeah, never works out. Never works out. The most miserable people have this rationale, and it always ends in disappointment. Always, guys. That is, if they don't become that deluded that they don't even realize how stupid they are. My rationale: the more I fall for her, the more that sudden breakup will hurt. Not to talk about the anxiety of when she will decide to pull the plug. Next day, I end things. Bravo, congratulations. Can I get an applause for this man? This is what you do, guys. A lot of men in his situation will try to make things work, have this mindset of, oh, she's my last train, she's the best girl I've ever seen. Don't have this mindset, guys. No matter how attractive you are, she can be the most attractive woman you've ever met. She's a crappy person to be around, just leave her. You're gonna thank yourself later. I am told I'm the bad guy for not just going along, and maybe things could have turned out different. Again, don't care. Middle finger to your face, goodbye. Need some advice on how to settle this in my own head before meeting her again to hand over personal belongings. I'm in a super vulnerable state right now. Thanks, Reddit fam, this guy asks. Well, there's nothing to advise here. You've already made the right decision, and it's to leave this woman that wants to have her cake and eat it too. So this is monkey branching, right? She wants to get her behind broken in a few months. But in the meantime, you know, let me just get some boyfriend over here. You know, he can provide, pay for a few dates. We can have the matching pajamas for Christmas. And then when the hot girl summer comes around, I'll just go to get blasted by 50 chads. We're not clowns, guys. We're not entertainers. We're not here to provide our services for free only to get dumped. So bravo to this man. Notice him, very mature behavior that I will recommend all men have. Gentlemen, just before we close the video, I want to mention that I received a lot of positive feedback on last video. I'm happy that me and you are all in one page when it comes to the globalist. Yeah, so that's very good. And also some really interesting takes about last video, gentlemen. Again, thank you for your likes, for your subscriptions, for your comments. They really help this channel a long way. And I'll see you next time, guys.